I got one on you this time. That's good. So we're proudly sponsored by North Valley Games, where you can go to northvalleygames.com, enter that promo code TCC, save 10% off your whole order. We're also sponsored by Artopia and Legend Rise Gaming and the Hobby Goblins and more to come. We're partnered with Magic the Gathering Players Group Facebook group, and we're partnered with Cosmic Gaming. We've got some guests with us this week. Of course we do.
Plural, more than one.
That's right. Two lovely ladies. They go by the name of Desiree, and the other one goes by the name of Nikki. They're from the podcast Women of Gaming. Nikki.
Welcome back to the channel, Dreamers. Thanks for coming over here and seeing this live over here on Pipe Dream Arena over on YouTube. Thank you so much, Heather, for being here. Really do appreciate it. So today's going to be a little bit different than what we normally do, mostly because my son has a birthday party to get to. Yeah, much appreciated you coming over here, Heather. But I do have a birthday party to get to. We'll have to leave in about an hour or so. Hi, Pepper. Oh, I took away your bed. Let me go get your bed. So that way you're not in everybody's face. She's getting mad at me. She's like, you took away my bed, Dad. Bring it back. Here. There you go. Okay. So, for those that don't know, tomorrow is going to be a large band announcement. Hopefully, large band announcement. We really don't know what's going on. There's been a lot of changes in standard over the last month or so. Trying to find the article. But basically, Wizard of the Coast have said, hey, standard is sucking. So we think the reason why is that people aren't staying around is because of rotation. Rotation normally, I like some people say 2 years. I like to say that after 8 sets, like basically the last 8 sets, which is 2 years in Magic terms, are the only 8 sets that are legal. And then it rotates in the fall with the fall release. This normally has been 2 years, and they're upping it to 3, meaning 12 sets will be legal in standard. How do I feel about this and everything to that extent? Honestly, I normally play standard. I love standard. I think it's a lot of fun. Yes, it does get monotonous at times. But every 3 to 4 months, a new set comes out and changes everything. Like, it changes the meta and everything to that extent. So when rotation happens, it is the biggest change in standard that could ever happen. 4 sets leave, and we get a new set. So we go down to 5 standard sets. So it changes the entire metagame when rotation happens. Because rotation is not going to be happening this year, how much of the meta is really going to change when a new set comes out? Well, we can take a look at that over the past, basically, let me get my set collection. Basically, we've been seeing collection. There we go. And the way we figure out like how much is the set going to rotate, these would be the rotating sets. So we can take a look. Well, let's just go ahead, take out the commons and uncommons. Let's just take a look at the rares and mythics. Most of these cards that you're taking a look at, like Thalia is in every single mono one. Adeline is in mono white. Like we just take a look at like every single page. Brutal Cathar still staying in, wedding announcement. Depopulate. All of these cards are fantastic. The Wandering Emperor. I mean, if you're playing white and you're not playing the Wandering Emperor, you are doing something wrong. But you just take a look, like most of these cards are at the top of the metagame. So without rotation, most of these cards are just going to continue to stay because they're just so powerful. Blue's a little weak, honestly. I do love this card though. But most of these cards are just going to be staying in because everything has been built around them for so long. And without this change, I really do believe Standard is going to go bored. Like it's basically boring now. I mean, how many times have we invoked disparaged somebody? I mean, it happens all the time. But there are so many cards, and by the way, the reason why you have two is that this one is Alchemy changed, and this is the regular one, which is banned in Standard. But so many of these cards are going to stay in, and because of rotation, I do not see a chance that Fable and Mirror Breaker, Chandra, even though Chandra's not played a lot, is a very good card. I normally play in my mono red decks, but all these cards are going to be staying in. And by the way, these are just the rares and mythics. I mean, come on. So I really don't see that it's going to be changing all that much because these cards are going to stay in and they're so powerful. Green's a little weak. We actually talked about that yesterday. Dying of Industry, I'm actually happy that this will stay in. But all these cards are just going to stay in and warp the meta. Like, they already have the metagame warped around them. So what can we really see that is something new? And the answer is not that much. Love this card. Like, I love the cards that are not good. Because number one, they're not good. They're just a lot of fun to play with, and that's the point. But without rotation, it's going like Standard's going to get really, really boring. So you have so Wizards decided that they're going to have a large ban announcement. Well, we don't know how large. I know some people are calling for like 15 cards to be banned, which would actually change the metagame. And that includes Wandering Emperor, Wandering Emperor and other cards, staples that have been in this Standard for the past 2 years. 15 is large. Most of the, like when a ban announcement comes out, most of the time you only get 2 or 3 max. It actually wasn't until, I believe, Eldraine, where they were banning more than 1 at a time. And before that, it was only 1, which was a Raptor one. I believe it was in Innistrad. Let me see if I can find it. It was a dinosaur. So I'm pretty sure it was Exelon. Yeah, this one. This was the only card that was banned for like 5 to 6 years. Exactly. Like, other than this card, like nothing was banned up until nothing was majorly banned up until Eldraine, and then like they were just banning left and right, ban, because everything became so powerful that it warped. This will be the first time that they're like, we know that standard isn't going to change, so we're going to ban cards. And what cards can we see? Well, if we're talking about looking forward to being seen banned, in order to change the meta, you can't ban one card. You can't ban two cards, because like all you're going to do is make the other decks better. Like we ban anything in Rakdos, like black and wait, what? Oh, I only have red. Okay. If we only ban stuff that's in black and red, that means that the soldier decks, the human decks, they're just going to ramp wild, and there will be very little to stop them. So you can't just ban one card. You can't ban two. In order to have an effect on the meta that I think that Wizards is, I'm hoping that Wizards is going to do, is actually ban a lot more. I don't, like, honestly, Coach, I don't mind Toxic. I honestly don't mind it. I think it's kind of fun. Don't get me wrong. Unfortunately, and also, by the way, in my opinion, right now, Toxic is not the most toxic. I really do feel that Rakdos is the most toxic decks in standard right now. But out of all these cards, which, like, my picks to get banned, which, yes, some of them are infect. Like, I wouldn't mind the Defector Might. Honestly, I think this is a fair card. You get time to interact with it, but this could be banned. It's being seen a lot of play. Anytime you play white, you need to play this for the protection. Introvert Adversary, I could possibly see that getting banned only because it's so old. Not because it's broken, not because it's bad, but because it's so old. It could see the ban hammer, and not because it's broken. Thalia needs to get banned. Adeline needs to get banned. Brutal Cathar, because of how much... I doubt they'll ban this card, because this will remove one of the best white removal spells that white has right now, and it may make it too weak, but I could see this getting banned, again, because it's part of this older set. I really think we're going to see a lot of the older set stuff get banned, because Wizards does have that tendency not to ban the problem, but to ban the cards that are old, that they think could help. Wedding Announcement, I want to see this get banned. Wedding Announcement needs to get banned. And it's only because we have too many, like, I know we had one guy, he's like the 2 blue mana, 2-drop mana, make disappear. Yeah, there we go. Make disappear, he thinks should get banned. I think the token generator should get banned. Because without the token generators, it's not even really that bad. Yeah. Dip, dip, dip. Because you can always play around a 2-mana quench. It's not that big of a deal. But, yeah, I think anything that is going to be 3 years old is on the chopping block, which includes Wedding Announcement. I hope they don't get rid of Depopulate. I think it's it's a 4-mana board wipe, but if you're playing multiple colors, you get to draw a card. So it's 100% fair, but again, we could see this getting banned. Let's see, what was another one? Wandering Emperor. If Wandering Emperor doesn't get banned, I will eat a magic pack. This card needs to get banned. I will eat a magic pack if this does not get banned on Monday, which is going to be tomorrow for us. But yeah, anything with the older set, I really do feel it's going to get banned. I don't think Elsbeth will get banned, but you never know. See, we're just in white. I know some people are calling for Farewell to get banned. Farewell's a fine card. Leave it in. It's fine. I think, yeah. But what cards are you guys hoping that they get banned? This card could see, I doubt it'll get banned. It's a newer card. Like, there's a lot of cards in here that are just overly powerful. That's probably smart. Like, they are, like, what they've said from now on is that there's going to be a ban season. Skyworm? Which one's that? I don't even know a Skyworm. Oh, Sky Noodle? Sky Noodle's not in standard. Heather got pissy because I beat her with a Sky Noodle. Which wasn't even part of any of these sets. Let's see, what was it? Oh, I think it was, yeah, Ikoria. See, it was blue, white. It was one of the companions. Come on. Where's that Sky Noodle? Huh. Yeah, it went too fast. Let's just turn. But yeah, the Sky Noodle. Oh, there's the command. Where are you? There it is. Yorion! Sky Nomad. Oh, she got so mad because I kept playing it. It was funny. Whenever I get a chance to play the Sky Noodle, whether it's good or bad, I play it. But yeah, I don't think much in blue is going to get banned. Like, if they want to take down Soldiers of Peg, maybe the Sky Strike Officer, but it's part of the new set, so a newer set, so I don't see it coming out. Jace would be nice because there's a lot of turbo mill decks out there, but I could actually see, like, wait, is Lear banned? I don't think Lear's banned. Okay. Yeah, Lear isn't banned. I don't think it will be. Yeah, very salty. I hope they ban this one. This is the one I'm salty about. I hate Hullbreaker Horror. What's funny, whenever I open up a box, I always get the Hullbreaker Horror. And it's my least favorite card. As far as black, there's not much in black from the older sets. Yeah, I had too many on there. Where I can see it getting banned. But yeah, Wandering Emperor, I'm about 95% sure it's getting banned. So yeah, I will, if it doesn't get banned, I'll eat a pack of cards. And I'll get myself a tummy ache. Like, here's one that could, Evolve Sleeper. I don't think it'll get banned, but there's a possibility. Tenacious Underdog. This is probably, I would say, this is my, like, thinking realistically, Tenacious Underdog is probably number 1 in black. Follow closely by Invoke Despair. Possibly even the Graveyard Trespasser. The one that I want to see gone, and by the way, I don't even care about Liliana. Liliana is fine. Mine is Shieldred. I believe Shieldred needs to go. It's not part of the newer sets, but it's just so powerful. I mean, a 4/5 Death Toucher for 4 is already pretty good. But it's the second and third ability. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Well, that's why I'm picking that one, because if Wandering Emperor should get banned. It's an older card from an older set. It is meta defining. And one thing that drives me nuts is, like, if you put that Wandering Emperor in a control shell, It's like, you got to play around Wandering Emperor. You can't play around Wandering Emperor. It's 4 mana, and they can just hold up counter magic. So that's why I think it needs to go. I hope Shieldred goes. I don't think it will. It is actually, I believe, the most expensive card in Standard right now. It's about $70 in paper. $70 for this little card because of how good it is. Oh, I love Chandra. But yeah, Invoke Despair, that's a possibility of getting hit. Like anything that's part of the older set that is meta defining, I could see on the chopping block. This card is already banned. Once we go into red, I doubt the Bloodthirsty Adversary is going to get it. I think it's probably the strongest card in red as far as a creature goes. But Fable the Mirror Breaker, this is another one of those that I see on the chopping block. I can see this is a $25, $30 card. Actually, let me look that up. I could be wrong. Come here, my little screen. Where are you? But, see. Fable. The Mirror Breaker. $21. You guys can't see it. It is $21 in paper on tabletop. I do not see it making it past the band. See you later, coach. Are you leaving? Oh, or is Heather leaving? See you later, Heather. Missaw that. I doubt Squeeze going to be on there, but it's a staple right now. Oh, it's not a staple. It's a flex card. So I don't see it getting banned. I know some people are calling for the Raiju to get kicked. Again, I think it's a flex card. So I don't see it. I see it staying on. And I believe I would love to, like, Atali is so much fun. I hope they don't ban it. Yes, it's a newer card, and I said they're probably going to ban the older ones. But there's so many people who build around this card that I could see it getting banned, but I don't think it will. These are fine. I don't think there's anything in green that honestly is overly powerful that I could see getting banned as far as a mono color. Because they're all pretty fair cards. I know some people are saying this needs to be banned. It's not going to get banned. It's fine. It's a fine card. Fine card, not an issue. Like Fire Vigor probably has a higher chance than the other one I just talked about. Let's see, what was another one? Some people are saying Ren in 7. I think it's a fine card. It's not going to get banned. Some people were talking about Titan of Industry getting banned. It's not going to get banned. It's too fair. It's been in for a long time, but it is actually a fair card. And besides, if they get rid of that, we still have this. And this is probably better. Like, this card, honestly, is better than Titan of Industry. They're both 7, like, there's both 7 drops. But one of them's an 8/8 that can't be countered, has Trample, Ward, Haste, and Toxic 4. That is better than this card. Yes, you get to gain 5 life, but how often do you gain 5 life? You destroy artifacts and make a 4/4 more often than you need to gain 5 life. As far as our multicolor, I could see Harbin possibly getting the Banhammer. Not because it gives soldiers way too much value. You take that out and you make soldiers into a fair deck. That's my opinion. Let's see, what's another multicolor here that I think is going to get banned? I don't see that, like, as far as rares and mythics, I don't see any of these rares or mythics getting banned, honestly. Yeah. Because everything in here, in my opinion, is more or less fair. Or they're not being really used. Like, these two are being used quite a bit, but I don't think it's good enough to get the Banhammer. Let's check this out. Right's fine. There's actually an uncommon that I think should get the ban hammer in here. Oh, I could see Rafine getting banned. That's a possibility. I don't think it's a good possibility, but it's a possibility. It activates so many different type of legendary or like other decks that just like to draw cards. So I don't like, I can see it getting banned, but I don't think it will. The Triumphs, people are saying they should get banned. I think they're fine. Triumphs are fine. And the only reason why I say Triumphs are fine is because, number one, you're still going to have domain, which they care about your lands. And honestly, taking them out isn't going to hurt your mana base that much anyway, because we have plenty of other stuff. Yeah, none of these over here are really big, important. I could possibly see some of the swords getting banned, but I doubt that. They're not going to get banned, let's face it. They do help, but look at all these lands. Like, you're playing legendary, bam, this is better than a Triumph. And with all the, like, we can just take a look at let's just take a look at the lands. I don't think there's any mythic lands. So if we take a look, like, you can see, like, we have too many ways to help out with mana anyway. We have the slow lands, the pain lands, the fast lands. So I don't see taking out the Triumphs would really hurt the meta. It's possible, but I don't see that doing that big of a deal. Most of the decks that I run don't even have the Triumphs in, even when I run 3 colors. Like, if I do run them, it's actually because I possibly want them for card draw later. I normally cycle them. So I really don't see any of these lands getting banned, but they do promote it. But I mean, Thrompodal does the same thing. It just costs you a life. There's so many that just do any color anyway. Like, if you're doing tribal, you got these. If you have a lot of legendaries, you have this. I don't see taking out the Triumphs would change the meta at all. It would just be a little bit more annoying. And annoying isn't that big of a deal. I play a lot of crappy decks and I never have mana problems and I don't put in Triumphs. But that's just me. I normally do play faster decks though, so that's understandable. So Coach, what do you want, like, what do you want to see get banned? I know you don't play, do you play much Standard? Since you're here. Yeah, those are my, like, kind of my picks. I think the lands are going to stay. I think Wandering Emperor is on the chopping block. I hope Shieldred's on the chopping block. Tenacious Underdog is on the chopping block. Fable the Mirror Breaker should get, like, it should get banned. It's not even a question. It should get banned. But yeah, I don't think the multicolors will have an issue with. But another thing, like, one of the reasons why I also personally believe... Okay, you start playing. One of the other reasons why I think Wizards of the Coast is doing this isn't just keep around their Standard players a little bit longer. I really do believe it's because most people who play Standard, or most people who play Arena, do not play Alchemy. If you don't know what Alchemy is, since you are new, Alchemy is a digital-only product. Is a digital-only product that they can rebalance as they see fit. There's no bans in it. And they have... Yeah, okay, something weird just happened. and they have all digital products. Normally you'll see with the, oh, I'm not over here. So in Alchemy, we can see here on the touchscreen, you can see that they have these Alchemy sets that have been coming out, and you can check here since Innistrad. This is one of the reasons why I believe that they were planning that Standard was going to be another year later, because they started out Innistrad at the same time that the same year that they're like, this set's not rotating. That's my 10 hat. It's like, hey, we got Alchemy. Oh crap, no one's playing Alchemy. Maybe it wasn't planned, but most likely what happened is that they're like, you know what, no one's playing Alchemy, no one's purchasing these cards. You can see what I mean by rebalance once we hit this. They try to buff up stuff and get it crappier. Most of these cards that are in the rares, like this one got better, these down here got crappier. Yeah, I believe it's going to get the banned. Like you have the Teferi Time Raveler, which I don't even like. Whatever. I know that's in historic, but I believe they said, "Hey, look, no one's playing Alchemy. How can we get people to play Alchemy and keep around our standard players at the same time?" And they're like, "Got the idea. How about we don't do rotation?" That's what I believe they did. They said, "Hey, let's not do rotation, but make rotation happen in Alchemy." So the people who play Arena who are bored of playing the same standard now are going to be like, well, I might as well play this. And you can see how much I love Alchemy. Here, I'll go ahead and show this to you guys. I'll show you, we can go watch this. This is what I mean by most standard players do not care about Alchemy. Okay, which ones do I not have collected? It's only the new stuff. These are the only cards I do not have collected, and they're all new. Granted, these are like, and a lot of them are going to be Aftermath. Like we can even take out the Aftermath, and it's going to go down even less. Yeah, these are the only cards I do not have. Now let's take a look at Alchemy. Take off the rebalance. Not collected. I'm not going to play this. I'm not going to play these cards. Some of them are fun, don't get me wrong. But Alchemy has no appeal to me whatsoever. None. So I see this as them trying to push people towards Alchemy so that we'll start playing these cards, spending our money on these cards, and then the paper people will stay around longer. But I really don't think that was even the issue. What I think the issue with Standard, is like, okay, we have Arena, so why are we going to play paper? Like here in my town, I don't know what it's like you do. You cannot find a Standard game here unless it's a championship. Everybody down here will play Commander, Modern, and Pioneer. That's it. Unless it's a championship and they have to have it. And it's like, I believe because Standard people are like, well, I'm just going to play on Arena. That's fine. Why am I going to put it in paper? Hey, Elephant Warrior. Goodbye, Elephant Warrior. What? It says bye over here. Something weird is happening with my stuff. Well, whatever. But I really foresee that they're trying to push people towards Alchemy. So that way they can make more money on Arena. Get people to start getting interested in Standard and paper and make money that way. But their biggest problem wasn't even that. Their biggest problem was what they actually did to the Modern players. Because Modern was fine when I first got in. And then they started coming out with Modern Horizons and all this other type of stuff and made Modern into a pseudo rotation. Where if you didn't have the best cards, you weren't going to have the best decks. And they were going to sit there and just continue to play. Like, hey, when the entire draw of Modern was the fact that you could build a deck and keep it for years, if not longer, and max you'd switch out 1 or 2 cards. That was the way Modern was supposed to be. Well, they ruined Modern. I've had a lot of friends who've been playing Modern for 20, 30 years, or 20, basically their entire Magic career. Which one guy, he was playing for nearly 20 years, and he gave up on Modern when Modern Horizons started coming out, and he started to see that he just had to buy new cards every year because he played competitively. And he's like, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. I've had multiple people I've talked to, they're like, I'm not in Modern anymore because of that reason. I've switched over to Pioneer, which I think is weird, but it's a non-rotation format. And it's also one of the reasons why I think Commander has become the #1 played format, is because it doesn't rotate. You only need 1 copy of every card, and it's a lot of fun, especially when you play with friends. And by the way, I do believe that there's a difference between Commander and EDH. People are like, oh no, this is the same thing. No, Commander is what you do for fun with your friends. EDH is something that is competitive, and I hate it. It's like, whenever I bring my Commander decks, it's like, okay, this is the deck that I'm playing. Is this fair for you guys? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then I play it. If they're like, no, it isn't, then I'll bring out another deck that's not as mean. But Commander is something you discuss with. EDH, go ham. That's my opinion. It's probably not the right one, but I don't care. But I really foresee that that's a lot of the reasons, is they're trying to get as much out of the community as they can. They got to make their money. And I don't feel that this is the worst decision that they could make. I think it's going to ruin Standard, but Standard's not really being played all that much. But it's not going to force me to, I don't know if it's going to force me to, I doubt it's going to even force me to get into Alchemy. I just do not like Alchemy, because you could be sitting there, and because they don't need to ban the cards, they hardly even tell you when they change it. Is that they'll just change it and not tell many people, or have it hidden someplace. It's really, really crazy. So I just do not see this working out the way that they want. But anyway, that's my 10 cents. Exactly. Competitive EDH. But yeah, competitive EDH, anytime you say EDH, I assume that it's competitive. And I will not play it. I do not like the games. I've had a turn that lasted 45 minutes. And ever since then, never. I'm never playing it again. No, thank you. That happened to me 4 years ago. And that 40-minute turn, I've never gone back to play competitive EDH ever. And this is I was playing competitive Magic 2 to 3 times a week. And that's not including the time I spent on Arena. So it soured me so much I would not play it. But anyway, I think that's everything I got. We will be doing a video tomorrow. I probably will not be going live on it. I probably will be going... I'll probably be doing an actual video. My first video coming back. Which I think will be okay. But I don't have much time here. Let's get into some gameplay and have some fun. And we're going to play our objects with this deck from yesterday. Okay, we do have a red. We have a decent amount of lands. Don't have... Well, we can put down a 2-drop. I don't have a 3-drop here. I think I'll keep it. Because we're up against a creature build, and we got the meat hook. Okay. You're absolutely right. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this down. Let's go get our red. But that's where I've had a lot of fights with people, is just determining what the difference between EDH, which is, you know, what you said, Elder Dragon High Lord, and Commander. Ooh. X. Okay, that'll do 1 damage. I do not... This gives +1/+1, right? Yeah. Let's go get a red. I think we're going to go ahead and play our commander. I don't want to attack in with that. But I want to attack in with this. They'll probably just black it with this. Is that okay? No attacks. Yeah, don't really need... Feed of Storm we can use next turn. Which, depending on what they play... Okay. Nice. So we're going to do a nice little board wipe here. Throw this over here. Okay. Well, we didn't need that land anyway. We can put this down on 2. We can specialize. But it costs us mana. So, let's just go ahead. We're going to lose 2 people. That's fine. And they lose everything. We put it down on 2, we lose everything. Yeah, let's just put it on 3. Board wipe. They lose 1 life. Yeah, and that's how that game goes. Exactly, coach. Exactly. Because, like, whenever I sit down with mine, I will literally sit there and be like, okay, these are the ways that I can win. Like, normally mine are... I think they're fairly fair. Because really, I can't win until, like, turn 6 or 7. Like, I don't try to win fast. And that's the earliest I can win. Because basically, I just make a bunch of... tokens and kill you that way. Weird. Okay. Yeah, they can come in untapped. This isn't bad. We'll keep. We got a board wipe. Let's just go ahead and get the blackout. This can come in untapped at any time. We'll probably play it next turn and the underdog. Yeah, Chaos Warp isn't bad. Yeah, reveal. We have a way to kill the Atraxa. Yeah, they're just gonna mana ramp. Okay, we're definitely playing this. Got nothing else to play. Throw this out. Oh yeah. Like my deck, honestly, like it will look like nothing. And then I just crap ton of everything out on the battlefield. Okay. There's no way for us to do 1 damage this next turn. So I'm probably just gonna play the tome. But I don't look like I'm like normally I don't look like I'm that bad. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a good tome. We will be able to get to draw. Right. End the turn. Yeah, let's see what they're thinking. They're probably going to try to kill this. I don't think that's their best choice. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to target one of my something or others. Oh, they targeted a lot of my something or others. Still get the creature. Okay, we have our combo in hand. We're not going to play it right away. Let's go ahead. Let's get in some damage and get some card draw. But all will be won with Ob Nixilis is an automatic win. But we do got to get both of them out on the battlefield and be able to do 1 damage. Okay. Let's see what they grab. Saw Wandering Emperor in there. Does anything destroy enchantments? Nothing destroys enchantments. But they do have a Spell Pierce. So this is going to be a little bit longer than I would want. They have a Wash Away! Ah, I forgot about Wash Away. Take action. Dummy. Let's get another black. We have to watch, for our combo, we have to watch out for the Spell Pierce. I'm actually kind of surprised that they took that one. I don't think, yeah, it's not in any order, it just gets shuffled down. But I think that's probably it. We can Chaos Warp that away. And if we get another land, we can get out the Crucible. If we live that long. How many extra turns they got? Meow! My son meowed at me. Why is he meowing? I don't get it. Oy. Always forget about the Wash Away. Oh, I think that's... No. I'm not dead yet! That is... a lot of damage.
Remember your
I still got 1 life! Okay, a braid doesn't help. See, 1, 2, 3. Everything is tapped out. We gotta play this all non-dragon. All non-dragon. Question is, can we stay alive long enough? If they take the Olubu one, I'll probably just give up. Goodbye, Olubu one. Ooh, they did not. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Granted, that probably would save them. Like, it would save me. So that's probably what they did. Now they're keeping up Spell Pierce. But I think that's going to be it. And I have to get going. We had 2 games, 1 win, 1 loss. That's a lot. Just go ahead, pass the turn. We'll see what we get.
Keep watch for intruders.
No, that's not enough. So, we're not going to allow them to kill us. We're going to do it to ourselves.
This little candle is gonna set your world on fire.
And ba-boom! We don't lose, we allow them to win.
Up to a simmer.
Oh, hi, Pepper. But yeah, that will be it. Like I said, I had to have a short stream today. My son has a birthday party to go to. So we'll see you all next time. Brand new video coming out tomorrow. Probably in the afternoon. We'll see. Depends on how long it takes me to edit. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.